What's going on, guys? Leon Bratt here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a full stream setup for what I use for my live streams on Twitch. Let's go! If it's your first time on the Leon Bratt Music channel, I'd like to say a huge welcome. It's nice to have you here. My name is Leon Bratt. I'm a singer-songwriter, loop pedal artist, and a Twitch streamer as well. I post videos twice a week on YouTube. Every Tuesday is a how-to or a tutorial or anything to do with streaming, and every Friday is a cover of a song, or it could be an original music video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe down below for more videos like this every single week. I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. It'd be lovely to have you over there in the community, so link in the description for that. All right, let's get into it. My full stream / studio setup. Let's go! Okay, so first up, let's talk about the guitars that I use. So my acoustic is a Faith Venus acoustic. I've had that for about 10 years, I think. I love it. It's amazing. The electric guitars that I use are a Gibson Les Paul Studio, and I also use an Epiphone Lucille BB King. Onto the pedal board, I've actually got a custom Rua Cashmere pedal board. And then on the pedal board, I've got the one and only Boss RC300. This loop station is just amazing. I used to use the RC30, but when I switched to the RC300, moving to the top left of my pedal board, I've then got an Electro Harmonix Micro Pog. That is an octaver, which I actually use for inputting bass into the channel. I've then got a Moore Radar Impulse Response pedal. I actually use the Holy Grail IR pack, which is from Worship Tutorials. I've then got a TC Electronic Spark, which gives me a nice boost in volume when I need it. Say when I've just set up a whole loop, everything's quite loud, just turn that pedal on, put the Spark on, gives that little extra boost, then I can play a little solo with my acoustic guitar over the top, which is nice. I've then got two Boss TU3 tuners. I use one on my loop pedal for my acoustic chain, and then I also use another one for my electric guitar chain, which I don't plug my electric guitar into anything on my loop pedal. That's all on a separate pedal, which is actually a Boss ME25. I am looking to upgrade that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking to upgrade that, but you know, this is what we got for now, and it works wonders. I've also got a stomp box. I got this ages ago, actually. I got it from eBay. I think it was like literally the only stomp box I could ever find on eBay or the internet, and I couldn't tell you where I got it from. I have no idea, but I know it's a great stomp box. Onto the microphones, I use a Rode NT1A. I think this is great, especially for my voice. I have seen a lot of streamers use the Shure SM7B. However, I feel that gives it a very earthy and warm tone. Whereas when I'm singing, my vocal range is kind of just above that. So I feel that NT1A really brings out those frequencies in my voice. That's just my personal opinion. The loop pedal mic is a Shure SM58, and that's with a switch. If you are gonna use a loop pedal mic for your beatboxing or your harmonies on your vocals, I highly recommend getting a switch. The amount of times I used to just loop something with, say, another mic, another dynamic mic, and I would pick everything up in the loop when I don't want to pick everything up in the loop. And that's why I've changed to the SM58 with a switch. I can just turn the switch on, do my beatboxing, turn it back off. Basically, I don't get any unwanted noise going into the loop pedal. I use the Rode boom arm. I think this is great. This is so sturdy. It's not the cheapest. It's not the cheapest boom arm, but you get what you pay for. For the cameras, I use the Sony A5100, and then for my loop pedal camera, I have that underneath my desk, and that's just a Logitech C920. From the Sony A5100, I then run it into an Elgato Camlink. I also use a dummy battery, so that's actually got a lead on the battery going straight into the plug socket, so it's literally endless. It's endless live streaming. Next up is my Stream Deck. I love my Stream Deck. It's so nice. It's so nice to have just all these buttons in front of you, and you've just got so much customization on the Stream Deck. It's unbelievable. And some other little instruments that I use on my stream are a kazoo and a shaker. I can loop those up. I can play solos over the top of whatever I want to do with the kazoo. They're great little fun things just to add to spice up the stream. The headphones that I use are the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros. I love these. I live in these headphones. I also use the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros, which are actually closed back headphones. The 990s are open back headphones. The reason I've got both is because of recording days. I need nice closed back headphones, and they're just the nice option to match the 990s. Also, it's worth noting that behind the desk, I have got sound panels. I've acoustically treated it a little bit. I did buy the grey small panels from Amazon, but I did actually make the big white panels myself, and maybe in the future I may do a video on how to actually make those panels. So I run all of the electrical stuff, so all the guitars, the loop pedal stuff, all the pedals, everything like that. That all goes into an Alto ZMX 122 mixer. So I've got one channel for my guitar setup, I've got one channel for my stomp box, and then I've got another channel for my microphone. That all goes into 3 separate inputs on the Alto mixer. I can EQ that from there, I can put reverb on, I can add effects, whatever I need to do. I then run that signal into one track on the Audient ID14, which is my little audio interface. Great little audio interface. It comes with some amazing software, meaning that you can monitor your sound just so easily. On my pedal board, I'm going to run you through the order with which my pedals go in. Obviously, I've got my acoustic guitar, the Faith Venus acoustic. Then that runs into a Boss TU3 tuner, which then goes into the Moore Radar pedal, which then goes into the Micro Pog, and then the TC Electronic Spark, which is the volume, and then that goes into the RC300. From the electric guitar side of things, we go from the Gibson Les Paul into the Boss TU3, into the Boss ME25, into the Boss RC300. Then, like I said earlier, the RC300 microphone and the stomp box, that all goes into Alto ZMX 122 mixer. Then that all runs into an Audient ID14 audio interface. Then from the ID14, obviously that's going straight into my PC then I run that into Streamlabs OBS, which I then use a stock compression VST. That's all I use. I don't use any mastering or anything like that. So that is my sound. That is everything of what I use. Straight into Streamlabs. Super, super easy, super clean signal, and I have only one track. What are the pros of my setup? What do I feel like the pros are of my setup? Everything can be mixed quite a few times before it gets into Streamlabs. So on my RC300, I've got my loop pedal mic, I've got my electric guitar, and I've got my acoustic guitar. I can mix all of those tracks individually. I can mix the electric guitar signal before it even gets to the RC300. Then I run everything to the Alto mixer. I can mix again there, and then that's into the Audient ID14. Another pros, yeah, reverb and EQ on the Alto ZMX. Love it. Really, really nice mixer. That's actually the mixer I use for my live performances. I can think of 2 cons to my setup. The first con being that everything is in mono. It's all in one track. I don't really like that. I mean, it works perfectly well. I think I've got a great sound for a mono sound, but stereo, isn't it? Stereo is just stereo. Stereo is so much better. That means I'll be able to pan stuff. I'll be able to pan my instruments. I'll be able to use a few more mics here and there. And the other con, for some reason, my Streamlabs, maybe not your Streamlabs, but my Streamlabs hates VST plugins. It just hates them. It doesn't let me use any apart from compression. Cool. So my lighting setup. What do I use for my lighting? Well, I tell you what, I've actually done a full video on this where you can click up here in the little card above here, and you can check that out after this video. I go into quite a lot of detail about what lights I use, how much they are, where I got them from, etc, etc. So guys, there it is. There is my full streaming and studio setup. If there is any questions that you'd like to ask me about anything, please do write them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Don't forget, I stream on Twitch every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and also post videos on YouTube, like I said earlier, twice a week, Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe down below for more videos like this every single week. And I will hopefully see you on one of the Twitch streams soon. Thank you so much. I love you all. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.